overnight in Paro, just about to go and walk up the mountain, checking out, leaving most of our bags here. And tonight we're camping, but we don't really know what camping means.
How are you feeling?
Well, let's put it this way, I was feeling good, but maybe all the chili and the beer didn't do my belly very good, so I've been having a little runny tummies and lots of activity going on in it.
It's the tramping day.
We're going out the Bumdra Track.
And behind us there's a hill. That's uphill all the way to there apparently. And then it's flat and to a campsite. We don't really know what the campsite's going to be like or what camping is about.
Because we think it's going to be slightly different from what we're used to in New Zealand.
But when we know, we'll let you know. We're at 2,900 metres, the Maps.me says. And how high are we going, do you know? 3,700
is where we're going. And at the moment we've had some great views down over Paro, including the international airport that most people arrive at, and the runway that's got a little bump to jump over as a pilot before you land on the runway.
So we're going up to Bumdra. Bum means 100,000, Dra means angels. So this is a cliff where lots of 100,000 angels said to have mingled, and there was a big fire here last year, as you can see, and it just seems to have stopped just next to the monastery. So they've been protected by their 100,000 angels. Good going. It's good to actually not just be wandering around towns and temples and actually feel like you're doing something worthwhile in terms of exercise. Stretch the legs properly. Starting to breathe a bit on the upwards. Maybe we're starting to get close to 10,000 feet, which I remember from my old alpine days, is where altitude starts to affect you a touch. Or maybe it's just the 2 beers I had last night. There you go, looks like we've made some ground.
I feel better now.
Yeah. Here comes Helen. Our new American friends. Looks like the finish line, but it's not. It's up there on the hill. See that monastery? That's the height gain, and then we go across from there.
Seen the first birds, and then suddenly realised that we've come to the edge of the burn zone, and all of a sudden there's life on the other side of the path.
Life there. Death there. Bit of a chill in the air now, but there's lots of rhododendrons around. A little bit too early and maybe too cold for them to come out just yet. I'm just surprised how much it looks like New Zealand in here. Lots of lichen. I'm also surprised at how well the rhododendrons do in the UK, as the most I've seen is in Windsor Great Park, and I suppose that's quite low compared to here. We're over 10,000 feet now, maybe 10.5. We've just passed a couple of Americans. Seemed very nice. They had the smallest bags though. They said they had a pack horse. I was thinking well, that was maybe a porter. Turns out no. It's really a horse. It goes up here. We didn't get the option of that. Let's face it, we wouldn't have taken it anyway. While I'm walking up here, I thought I'd tell you how proud I am of my wife. She has resilience. She can be suffering from diarrhea. Last night, didn't sleep very well. And she gets herself out of bed this morning and trudges up this big long hill. That's amazing. She's amazing. And all of you who have met her already know that. Monastery. It's taken 1 hour 44 to get here. I can't see Helen down the track yet. I'll just wait here. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Sun's come out. It's great. And the phone says on Maps.me that we're at 3651 meters. Way up, all the way over there is the monastery. Up around that, into the trees, onto this ridge, and then up to here, to this little place, and where these monks and hardy souls live.
Lunch with a view. Look at that. There is our first sight of Tiger's Nest Monastery that we're going to tomorrow. We're sitting down here in the lee of the wind, and
Is Karma looking very summery?
calmer looking summery. Chris and I wrapped up in our duvet jackets. And lunch, can you remember what lunch is?
Squash, spinach, rice.
Noodles, I think, wasn't it? Oh yeah. A right spread. So the boys have brought this down from the camp. And these granddaddy thermos flasks are what the tiffin pots come out of. With lunch in.
This looks good, eh?
There is a feast for a boy that's walked uphill and been my hero because he's carried our backpack too.
Oh, that's good.
Coffee?
That's where we could be sitting up there, but it's a bit blowy.
Can definitely feel some altitude now. How does that manifest itself? When you go up steep little bits, you get a bit of lightheadedness, and you can feel your pulse in your head. Keep hydrated, and ideally stay at altitude for a while to get fit with it.
So we just come to a clearing with the trees behind us, and I've had my first sight of the campsite. Not exactly subtle in the hills, and not a few of them, there's quite a few. I think it can take up to 30 people. As you keep walking.
So these farmers look after the yaks here.
Nearly there. I have to admit I have felt better in my life. I have had food poisoning and my stomach is starting to grumble again. I also, because of that, didn't sleep well at all last night, so I'm really tired. And combine that with maybe a little bit of altitude, I'm bushed. What I need, go to the toilet and then have a lie down. Yeah, happy that I've done it. Pleased with myself, really. Pleased with myself. But boy, not feeling fit, that's for sure. I made it. Looking forward to tenting though, as long as it's warm enough.
So we've just been given ginger tea,
Ginger tea and biscuits.
biscuits,
And popcorn.
Popcorn.
Who thought of that?
And almost 4,000 metres.
Cheers. Cheers, we're happy. Both made it to 4,000 metres or 3,895 or something. I've come to find a tent. This is our tent. Open up. Little shelving unit. And a little entry hall, which is nice. And then, surprise, surprise, we've actually got a double bed with proper duvet and an, oh my goodness, and a towel. Let's go and investigate the toilet tent. How gross is it gonna be? Oh my goodness. Oof. Yes, it does stink a bit.
Here's my wife in a sheet sleeping bag, a fleece blanket, a duvet, and her clothes inside the tent.
And I'm refusing to get up because I haven't had my princess kiss yet.
It's okay. Slow going up this hill now. One step in front of the other. Helen's got no extra oxygen for any words. She just gives us a thumbs up. Are you okay? Yeah, it's hard work now. Just measured my pulse. 146. That's really high for me. Guru Rinpoche said to have left his hat here when he sat here, and then it's turned into this hat-shaped place, which is very holy and spiritual. Certainly mouth breathing now, and you can certainly understand when people say they were only 100 metres from the top of Everest and they couldn't go any further. I can certainly feel that now. My head's banging. I haven't been in altitude for a long time, not used to it at all. I remember the time when we were going up the Matterhorn and me and my dad found a nice duvet jacket or a down sleeping bag. We couldn't pick it up. Neither of us could be asked to pick it up. It was too much extra weight on our backs. We're there again. Ah, pretty cool. Come over this, see the mountains and the snow. Top just there. Give out a whoop. Woohoo! Here we are at the top. You might have noticed Helen couldn't make it. This one's for you.
I gave up. It was only FOMO that was really pushing me to the top of the hill. So I decided to find a little nook in the sunshine and have a little lie down, which is just what I've been doing, and it's been lovely.
This is a holy stupa. It's been blessed by Guru Rinpoche. It's a very holy place. When you get up here and you have a rest, you think you can carry on, but getting up here is a real struggle. Majestical. Are there how many ones up here? Love the cloud. Gives a great contrast.
I think that's where the boys have gone. Clouds are looking a little ominous. The back here. But I'm going back down there now. Going around the corner to see this, which was awesome because we kind of seemed to bypass it on the way up.
at that now, that's pretty cool. Oh, it's cold, it's freezing. Last one now is the sun's gone down. Just seeing the Himalayas there. It's looking beautiful, but it's freaking cold now. So we're gonna just skedaddle back to camp.
Nice cup of sweet ginger tea from the cook tent. It's too dark to take any photos in there now, but this is where I think all the boys are making what sounds and smells like amazing food, but I haven't had any. And here's the horses that probably carried it all up. Carried a few bags up as well. Great sound of the bells tinkling in the valley.
Can't stop taking pictures of them. Quick rush down the hill as you try not to freeze to death. Look at this though. Himalayas! Woohoo! So we've just run back down. Much warmer down here than up there in the wind.
And I can tell you, it's not that warm down here.
We just had a fun run down, and like the hills are looking great behind us. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Looking good.
When he says we, that was him and Karma. I've been down here.
It's because you haven't been feeling very well, and you've done very well today.
Haven't I?
You also get a cook tent. It's Karma, and a heater, and your own table for your group, which is a bit funny because you can't then speak to everybody else. We'll go and raid their camps later. Get some hot water, and get tea making stuff. Lovely. It is glamping. There we go. Okay, so what have we got? They've just come in and they've made some fantastic stuff. We've got looks like broccoli, we've got red rice, we've got mixed vegetables, and then we've got bitter gourd. I've tried this before and I gotta be honest, it's not my taste. And then for Karma, they've brought him some chilied beef.